everyone, my name is Master Starman, and welcome back for more Let's Play New Super Mario Bros. Last time, we went through quite a lot here. We went through kind of an involved castle that was kind of on the difficult side, and also 4 levels, one of which was absolute hell, quite literally. This is the finale main story episode. We have 1 fortress left, and then the final level here. We're gonna finish both of them up in this video here, because this level, well, this level's just a snake block. I mean, I don't really have too much to add on this one, honestly. I honestly didn't take, like, any notes when going through this one, because this is just kind of a standard snake block level. Thankfully, this one doesn't, as far as I remember, have a really, really bad star coin like the one in World 7's castle was. But, yeah, we're just gonna kind of continue on with this one here. Yeah, no, last time was definitely a video alright. We definitely did some really, really difficult levels last time. But this one's not gonna be nearly as bad, I don't think. Now then, not really too much to say about snake blocks, I've noticed. Like, I've never really liked these levels, even in Mario World. I was never a big fan of this one, of this gimmick, but there's kind of also not too much to say about it either, admittedly. It's kind of just a test of reflexes and everything. I'm gonna jump up here to get the second star coin. And we're gonna start dealing with some spike balls here. Spike ball on the way. Now, this one's actually going to ride the snake block with us here, so we got to kind of stay near the front here. And it gets kind of pushed off there, which is nice. And there's the last star coin of the level there. That was kind of on the ass side, not gonna lie. I didn't think that I would have been pushed off quite like that. Now I gotta meet you guys all the way back there because, yeah, we have kind of a bit to get back to with that. There's the last star coin. Now get on this thing as it's riding upwards here, and it'll take you straight to the top here. Now I have to beat Junior without, like, getting hit here, which, if I choke here, that's a problem, but... Thankfully, this fight is as piss-easy as it's always been, so no choking for me today. Okay. I wish I had power-ups going into this last level here. I may honestly go back and just play a easy level just to get power-ups again, because Lord knows I'm probably gonna want power-ups for for the final level here. Yeah, I'm gonna meet you guys back in a minute here just to get some more powers here. Triple digits. I don't think that does anything, but, I mean, might be nice. Alright. Alright, it's finally time for the last level of the game here. World 8's Bowser Castle. Very, very long level we got coming up here. We have a very long timer for this one here. Every time I see this level, I always think of this one video Super Skarmory uploaded a long time ago of him speedrunning this and doing it in under, like, a minute and... or, like, I think he did it in, like, 105 seconds, which is definitely a lot quicker than what most people would spend on this one here. Anyways, yeah. Basically, this level has a gimmick of being able to flip upside down. We also have flame jets every freaking waking second of this level here, which can be kind of on the obnoxious side. And yeah, that's kind of our main gimmick that we're going to be dealing with here. Now, I think it's this part here. Maybe it's the next area here, but... No, okay, this stupid section right here, this block is... great. This stupid block is the main thing that you have to hit for this level here. That spawns a platform for later in the level there. I made that look easy. That is the hardest jump in the level, and I'm being dead serious when I say it. That was the thing that messed me up the most in my practice run there, was that single stupid block there. Okay, there's a fire flower in one of these blocks here, I'm almost positive. Yeah. And one of these is the... yeah. There's a lot of these yellow, like, question mark switches here. I keep wanting to call these P switches, but that's not what they are. And they flip the level up here. It reminds me of Stone Tower, actually, which I remember I actually made a level in Mario Maker 2 kind of based on Stone Tower, or I was in the process of doing that. I don't know if I ever actually finished it or not. I think I did. I always have a weird love-hate relationship with, like, the Mario Maker games, because I always felt like, you know, there's levels I made that I was kind of decently proud of that, like, no one played, and then I kind of just didn't want to do anything with them after that, so yeah, I was kind of turned off from it after a while after that, but I don't know. They're still fun games, but yeah. Now then, I believe there's a fire flower to the right. I don't really need it at the moment here. We saw a star coin earlier in this room. It's actually... I think it's possible to get without doing this, but it's way easier to hit this first and do this here. And we have this guy here. This is the obnoxious thwomp here. I don't really know how to get by that guy without taking a hit, if I'm being honest. Thankfully, it's not too big of an ordeal, but... just gotta dodge this dry bones here too, and then we can head in. This platform here, this is what we like wanted to hit that one block for earlier to activate this. This door is actually needed for the second star coin. It's in here. The other way leads you past, or the other door in this room leads you past this, but you won't be able to get the star coin, so that's why we had to hit that one block earlier. And time for, well, we're at the checkpoint now. And just the last staple part of these Bowser levels here is kind of just this hallway right before Bowser. And we have a stupid maze path here. Want to go bottom. Top. Sorry. I freaking wall jumped, game! I hate wall jumping, how weird it feels in this game sometimes, man. I'm glad we at least hit the checkpoint there. That's not a huge loss, I guess, but still. Yeah, actually, it's not a big loss at all here, thankfully. Want to go bottom. I'm hearing my washing machine go off there. I'll respond to that in a moment, though, because we're in the middle of playing Mario here. Top. And middle. And doing so will, in fact, send you to the end. I'm surprised there's not, like, fireballs shooting at us here, to tell you the truth. That's kind of the staple of some of these last Bowser levels here, or any Bowser level. And yep, doing so, we make it all the way to the end here. This definitely looks grandiose here. Hey, Princess. Hey, Junior. Hey, Bone Boy. And that'll be how Bowser gets revived for Mario 3 movie, whenever that happens in another, like, 2-3 years' time. So we have Junior and Bowser at the same time there, and Bowser's not too happy that we just burned his son alive there, but whatever. We defeat Bowser the same way we pretty much always do, and that's all she wrote. There's a number of different ways you can deal with that boss fight. You can use the Fire Flower as usual. It takes a million hits to do that, but yeah. It's not really that bad. This game has a tendency of having some pretty simple bosses. Bowser fights would definitely get a lot better in the next New Soup game. And that's it for New Super Mario Bros. Here. Yeah, I gotta say, I have some thoughts on this game now that I finished this here, and I didn't really talk about this a whole lot in the project, but, I didn't own this game as a kid. I rented it a few times, but I knew friends who had it. In particular, my old friend Dallas had this game, and he's someone I've done several projects with. We've played through all of Mario Party 1 together on the channel. He's guested on a number of videos over the years. He had this game on his DS, and we used to play it a lot. We used to have a lot of debates between this or Mario 3, which was my favorite 2D Mario at the time. I always debate between 3 and World, because both are, like, S+ tier video games. I definitely see a lot of the weird, interesting things this game had going for it. You know, I think there's so many weird things that are in this game that people forget about. And, like, I feel like this game's kind of weird in the sense of having, like, you know, I don't think this game is that difficult. Any percent is honestly pretty easy. Like, you know, just playing the game casually, it really does feel like a genuinely normal game. 100%ing this game is very, like, much a different story, though. Like, if you're trying to 100% this game, I think this has some of the... Okay, sorry. For the most part, it's generally pretty good, but the stinkers and the low points in this game just feel really obnoxious. I'm gonna be the first to admit that. I think that the low points in this game are pretty goddamn low. You know, I don't really know how else to necessarily describe it. I do just feel like a lot of the low points are kind of, like, very much on the low end here. Like, mostly the whole needing the mini mushroom to get certain secrets. Like, to me, I feel like that's kind of the low point. Like, and there's not even that many, like, you know, you have Shell Mario, which is, yes, a bit more uncommon, but you only need Shell Mario, like, twice, this being one of the levels, I think, actually. But you need Mini Mario so many times for really weird and obnoxious secrets. You need it for this level here, well, for the boss, rather, I guess, but, you know, World 6 I like just because there's no stupid secrets like that, you know? When you have to, like, dodge mountains of meteors and stupid stuff like that, and spiders everywhere and all that, it just gets obnoxious. But, you know, I had fun going through this, though. Very much had fun going through this. And we're not done quite yet. There is going to be at least 2 bonus videos here, because there is actually... There's some bonus stuff I want to go over. There's also mini-games in this game as well, which I didn't really talk about when I did Mario 64 DS all those years ago. And yeah, there's a lot of mini-games that are very similar to that game, so I'd actually think I'd like to get a friend over for that, though, because a lot of the mini-games in this are actually multiplayer, and there is actually some multiplayer stuff in this game in general that I think would be nice to kind of talk about as well. So, yeah, we'll probably have a few bonus videos of this project, though. But, yeah. Fuck this level. I'm not mincing my words on that one. That level sucks. And, yeah. And fuck this level. No, yeah, it's... New Super Mario Bros. Is a good game, though. Very much, if you forget what this game is like, I would very much recommend revisiting it. I feel like it's, in some ways, not held up as well in some places. Also, seriously, fuck this level. I do think that, for the most part, this game is held up. It's just that the sour points kind of are very much on the sour points, but it's otherwise still pretty good for the most part. Yeah, keep dragging your dad. That's the end. And yes, we are in fact going to save. Next time on New Super Mario Bros. Oh, the game actually does tell you. Okay, if you're on the end screen there, okay, yeah. To select a file L plus R plus A equals someone in green there, we will probably take a look at that next time there. I didn't think the game actually told you that. I thought that was some weird secret that the game never really hinted at, but yeah. Next time, I think you know what time it is. I'll see you guys for that then. Have yourselves a great day, and peace out.